Well, good morning from the shop. It's Saturday morning here, so we actually get something done today. Over the last week, I've got a bunch of little videos that I'll throw together in a montage, but we got the transmission assembled. It is back on the spot where it's supposed to park there, and we've got the engine block prepped and cleaned up, and new cylinder head gaskets ready to go on. We've also managed to start the process of changing valve springs on the cylinder heads. This is a very slow process, and so we'll do some video on that, but it's going to be sped up for your convenience because this is very slow going. But it's a ton of fun. We got all of the parts in now. I think that we need to finish this, so that will change once I know something that's not here. But we got our last of the air conditioning lines, which was to replace the lines that were cut up for the other intercooler system, like I mentioned in the last video. And I've got some exhaust elbows that have showed up here. These are cast stainless. So that's a transition and a 45, and we'll lay that all out eventually and hopefully make a pretty high flow turbo system and make some power and some RPM out of this thing. But otherwise I don't have any excuses. We do have the valve springs now, so I've got to get to that today, and we'll get this together, and maybe we'll get some video that's not in this room. And still got a lot of work to do here yet, but it'd be nice to get to the dyno and show some stuff. But stay tuned. Alrighty. We've got 2 done. Let's see if we can get the next 2 done. Man. Not sure if I can find a way to let you see what I'm doing. Maybe on that one there I can get you guys in for a closer shot. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. See what's going on there? And then we've got to get in there and there's 1. There's 2. So taking it apart is relatively easy. Putting them back together is going to be a little more work. Two. Now if I got this straight enough, it won't pick the clip off on the way back over. The downside of your torque wrench taking batteries. The 40. pull on this a bit. Now 125. It's going to take some grunt. Come on, tighten up. Are we pulling his head apart? No. I'm pulling the block. Woo! It's just about like work. Yielded it too much. That one too. $125 foot-pounds, yes. Let's go. See the click on that tightened up nice. Yeah. So let's try this one here. That one's good. That one's good. That one is like the other ones. It does not want to achieve torque. That poor bolt is just pulling out the block. Oh. Oh, I scratched the deck. What should we do? 119 foot-pounds. Is it the block or the bolt? No, it yielded. Whatever it is, it's gotta come out. This is the directions I was following. So the 125, it's there. And we checked it with the snap-on torque wrench after we used the click type torque wrench. And the click type was maybe a hair under. So it wasn't like I over torqued it. Crazy thing is I have another set of head bolts here, head studs. That was the set that was supposed to go into the Gen 3 block Gen 1 heads combo that's heading into the 88. Do I dare stick those into here? Torque them to 122. Send it. And then if they hold that torque, I'll probably just put OEM bolts in that. if they're only a one-time use for an ARP stud, it starts to get a little expensive. So if you can see that there, that is a brand new ARP stud beside the failed stud. And so the length difference there is how much that stud is stretched. I did compare to the one-time use stud, but I can't see the difference. Well, that was exciting. So the question is, what do we do? I don't like the idea of a stud getting longer in the engine block. Obviously that doesn't do anything good for the threads in the engine block, although I think I might have got away with it this time. So should I just take the new package of ARP and stick it in there? So if the ARP stud is not supposed to be reused, which is the first time I've heard of that. I mean, on the LS stuff, I've used ARPs over and over again. Never blown any head gaskets on an LS. And I have never had an issue. So, man, time to think about it a bit. I'm going to go inside, edit some video, put this out there. Maybe you guys can have some ideas.